Hello, Hillmen, Mr. Craze. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving holiday and had a great week this week. A little late on the Hillman highlight report this week, but we had a lot going on at Platteville High School, and I'll get to some of those updates and announcements as we move through our highlight report. Wanted to start with a big one. A couple of weeks from now, we had another schedule change. I mentioned it along with the change we made in November before Thanksgiving break, but the Tuesday, December 22nd, we'll have the B cohort in person and the A cohort will be attending virtual that day, even though it is a Tuesday, to try to balance out that schedule before winter break. We are getting close to the end of first semester, and I know teachers have been doing a great job reaching out and trying to communicate, what needs to be done. Really encourage students to log into Schoology. That's been our hub for all the learning that's taken place here. So one of the features that I'd really encourage people to start using is that gradebook feature on Schoology. When you use your gradebook, all the assignments are linked right there. So if you click that gradebook and you see an assignment that it's marked missing or it's not turned in, you can click the link and it'll take you right to the live page where that assignment needs to be completed. So that's a tool I've been using with the virtual support on Mondays and Thursdays, which we still have some openings for if you're interested. From 8 to 11 every Monday and Thursday, we do have in-person virtual support. It's been going really well. Teachers have been checking in with students. Students have been making a ton of progress. So really appreciate those of you that are making the effort there, and would like to extend that invitation out to everybody. So as I said earlier, there is a lot going on at Platteville High School this week and really every week. But winter sports, we're able to get started. We've had a girls basketball game, a boys basketball game. We're hoping to have a wrestling meet next week, and gymnastics has been practicing as well. The one act plays have advanced to the state competition. Congrats to them. We will be having a band concert next Thursday, and also we'll be getting preparing for the full length play. So students are starting to audition for that and making some preparations there. So, like I said, a lot going on for students during the week. There's also a lot going on Wednesdays, and I want to take some time to just update everybody some of the things that happen here at Platteville High School on Wednesdays. And I just start, I guess, with kind of the timeline of the day. Every Wednesday, the whole staff gets together on Zoom, and we do have a staff meeting where we identify some of the learning needs, have conversations around what's working, what's not working, and it's been great to see the entire teaching staff really work together as a team to address the needs and concerns surrounding virtual learning. Nobody necessarily is an expert in everything, but together, collectively, I think we're able to support one another and help each other, which really leads to benefiting our students and our school and the whole community. So that's how every Wednesday starts, and then the rest of the time on Wednesday then is really designed to meet the needs of students and teachers, and it's kind of cool to see all the different things that people have developed to meet those needs. We have some students coming in the building for some kind of one-on-one or small group instruction. We've had a couple math teachers that have reached out to students that just need a little extra support, and that's been really cool to develop that on Wednesdays. We've got all kinds of virtual lessons and a few in-person lessons if the schedule works out as well for music and band and orchestra. There's Zoom meetings. As I was going around the building on Wednesday, a lot of teachers just have an open Zoom link, and any student that has a question or wants some support or some help, they can click that open Zoom link, log in, get support from that teacher. Other teachers are working hard, making videos or reviewing assignments that have been submitted. All of the schedules for the courses should be on Schoology. Every teacher has kind of a weekly or sometimes even daily planning page right at the top of their Schoology course, so students can see what needs to be done on Wednesdays. I know some Wednesdays or some classes are pretty standard. The English classes, they do a lot with the no red ink on Wednesdays, and there's some materials for students to work through kind of at their own pace on the no red ink with diagnostics and assessments there. Uh, other classes, it's a work day to work on papers or assignments or projects. So really encourage students on those Wednesdays, just like every other day, to check Schoology and make sure that you're logging in and keeping up to date there. And just to know that teachers are available. They're available throughout the day, especially from that 9 o'clock to really till 2:15, which is when we start our professional learning time here at the high school. And as part of the professional learning time, we work collaboratively to improve instruction, to meet the needs of our students. One of the things we've really spent a lot of time on this school year is student engagement. And I know in a digital virtual environment, engaging students looks differently, and in some ways, it's a little bit more challenging. So we spent a lot of time looking at research. We've done some surveys and really dove into what what it takes to engage students and where those needs are, and really try to make that a priority. I know that it's not in they're not an easy answer. You can't just say, "Oh, we're gonna engage every student," and it happens magically. It takes a ton of effort. It takes a ton of ideas and creativity, and we have that, and we're putting those things in place. So I just wanted to kind of let people know, give them a little update. Those are some of our priorities on Wednesdays, and it's been going pretty well. I know the staff has appreciated those days to engage in some of those things that when you're trying to teach virtually and in person at the same time, you don't have the opportunity to dive into some of those other aspects of teaching that when everybody's virtual on Wednesdays, we are able to make some of those things happen. I'm here in the Platteville High School Library, and I have a collection of great books, actually, that the Platteville High School staff will be reading as part of our focus on equity and diversity. Emily Zachary was recently hired as the high school's equity and diversity curriculum coach, and these books are part of that process. The high school teachers will be reading these as part of book groups, and then we're going to be doing kind of a jigsaw activity. So everybody will read different books. You'll talk about other people that read the same book, and then you'll get a chance to hear from other people that read different books. So we're hoping to learn a lot through all of these wonderful books, and be able to implement a lot of those things into our curriculum as well as our culture here at Platteville High School. One last thing for this week, and it's something that I mentioned a couple weeks ago. It is the 7 mindsets, and we got through the introduction a couple weeks ago. This week is the first unit, and the title is "Everything is Possible." And I think that's just a great reminder this week as we've dealt with a lot of changes and updates and things that we weren't anticipating. But that doesn't mean that we can't rise above those challenges and achieve what we set out to achieve. So some great reminders here from actually it's from a Duracell battery commercial, but it's the story of Derek Coleman and what he was able to overcome. If if you get the chance, I'd really encourage you to talk to your student about that and just continue the conversation about dreaming big and the idea that everything is possible, that we can overcome those obstacles that are in front of us. Uh, and that's kind of the challenge this week, is to think about your dreams and what steps you will take to move forward towards them. So I'll leave you with that. Have a great weekend, and I'll see everybody next week.